everyone. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. We're just out here getting our puppies some exercise. Yeah, they want us to pick them up, Adam. Yeah, they want us to pick them up. They're getting where they want someone to pick them up all the time. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Yep. We're out here throwing some treats for them to find. Playing a little hide and seek with the treats in the grass. Trying to adjust our setup here. And of course, they're trying to get on the crate again. Yeah, they're almost 8 weeks old, Lindsay. They'll start going home this week. Hey, DNA. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Yeah, we haven't put the box in here in a while. We'll give the box to them. It's a new toy. It's got a hole in it so they can go through. Adam, we do training videos. We also have actually two co-bred litters of puppies. one of those I'll probably be getting back. Yeah, hey Dan, hey Lila. I'll probably be getting some of those puppies to raise here in the next week or so. Some of them are about 5 weeks old. So I'll be getting those to probably take care of. But it's also a co-bred litter of puppies. I actually have people who I co-breed with. This is actually a litter we raised here, but I'll be getting a litter. Oh, somebody got bit. I'll be actually getting a litter from another person in a couple days. Yeah, Adam, these puppies will be going home. They're about 8 weeks, almost 8 weeks old. We like to send them home in about 8 to 9 weeks. One of them, we're waiting on someone to fly down and pick their puppy up. Someone's going to be driving down this week. And of course, we're only trying to do a few puppies at a time. But I should have that new litter by Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. They will be 5 weeks old. I'll get them their first shots. Hey everyone, yeah, we'll get this new litter in. Some of them will start going this week. Some people are going to try to be here on Tuesday and Wednesday. They'll be a little over 8 weeks old. But most of the litters I co-breed, most people want to send them to me when they get 4 or 5 weeks old so we can start potty training, doing this kind of things, enrichment activities. And I have a litter that my male dog is the father to. They will be born sometime this week. I don't know if I'll do anything with them, but they're not far away. But this co-bred litter is only about 10 minutes away. So it's a good opportunity for us to have more dogs, but not the responsibility of actually raising the mom and dad and stuff like that. And of course, we got some treats out here on the ground. They just don't like the salmon. If you see the little brown dot, the brown squares, that's dried salmon. They do not like it for some reason. They're eating some of the other things in the back, some kind of chicken jerky, but they do not like the salmon. Yeah, Adam, we've done this a lot. Like I said, we started having puppies in 92, 93, somewhere in there. A lot of litters back then because, first of all, you couldn't, no way of advertising. I remember advertising in the newspaper. So now we can sell puppies globally, actually. Thanks everyone for joining. No, they're in there playing, digging for some reason. I don't know why. But as you can tell, this box is wearing out. The top is falling in. And then, of course, they're going in the crate. That's what we want. But we'll just have these 4 out here today. The other 3 are doing crate training inside, where they're actually having to stay in the crate for a period of time. Yeah, Mustache Boy is going to be one of the first ones to go. I hope to have him back on in a couple of days, but his owners definitely want to come down here. Believe it or not, it's two little girls that will be getting him. It's a family, but there's two girls that are about 8 and 10, so they're gonna have a big time. Mustache Boy's gonna be in heaven because he's gonna have his own personal 2-person. Like I said, they've already talking about painting his fingernails and toenails. Thank you, Marianne. The problem with adoption, there's not enough dogs to adopt, and some people don't want to adopt. They'd rather get a purebred dog. Thank you, Marianne, though. That is a good cause, but it's not what everyone wants. Some people like purebred dogs that have a purpose and a job. These dogs have a purpose and a job. Thank you for joining. And they found a little stick over there. We got some sticks out here in the front yard. They have really enjoyed biting on those. I might get a bigger one they had earlier. Thank you, Marianne. That's not true. Y'all please do your research. Yeah, we put some sticks in here. They like chewing on the sticks. There's only about 2 or 3 million dogs in rescues, and every year there's about 8 million demand. There's about 8 million puppies in demand. We've researched it, done a podcast on it. Hey Linda, hey Adam, Lulu, Marianne, everyone, I didn't miss you, hopefully. Hey Jay. Like we said, there's demand for about 8 million puppies a year, and there's only about 2 or 3 million in rescues. Hey Jose. We're not trying to sell any puppies here. All these puppies have been spoken for. Actually, the other litter we have is 9 that will be joining us. All of those are spoken for. We have a wait list. I took in, these are Brittany's. Yep, they used to be called Brittany Spaniels, but they changed the name to just Brittany's because they're just pointers. They're not any flushers. Yeah, that little short was pretty cute. That was this morning. So to let y'all know, we don't just bring them out for one little YouTube live. They go out several times a day. They were actually coming out to potty, and they started getting in these. Thank you, Marianne. Yep, don't shop. Adopt, don't shop. Thank you, Marianne. Please do your research. Yeah, Springers are very close to these. Ours are about 30 to 40 pounds. Marianne's saving the world. think our old crate is about to its end. Thanks, Marianne. What are y'all doing? And they still love the tunnel. Hey, Root. I don't know what you're talking about, Marianne. We don't have any future litters that I have posted anywhere. Yeah, we support our Brittany Rescue also, Marianne. And this one's playing with that dried salmon in there. It won't eat it, it's just kind of playing with it. It's kind of funny. Thank you, Marianne, for visiting. If you don't like it, please change the channel. Thanks everyone for joining. We've got our little tunnel out. This little boy here, I believe that's a boy. Yep. We had them not in this earlier. They were out running around. No, I think that's a little girl. Yep. She's a little bit smaller than her brother. No, Marianne, not asking you to leave. But if you're not happy being here, thanks everyone for joining. Like I said, none of these are for sale. We're not trying to sell them. That's true, Marianne. We are. And we're also freedom to do what we want to do on YouTube, as long as it's not improper. But thanks for adding to our engagement. We actually participate in the American Brittany Rescue. Comments are welcome. Yes, they are. That's what I was telling you. Just make sure you're informed, though, when you post statistics, because a lot of those statistics are not true if you really research them. We got the liver puppy really grabbing that big old stick. Today, they were really loving it. Thanks, everyone, for joining. That little female's getting rough. Yeah, a lot of rescue dogs are very great dogs. We just want purebred dogs, and a lot of people want purebred dogs. We also help test all our dogs also. It's really windy if y'all can't hear me. We help test all our parents. They all have their health testing required or recommended by the American Brittany Club. Their hips, elbows, eyes, those type of things, cardio, before they can breed. Yeah, she's pretty tough, the little female. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting purebred dogs. If you feel led to rescue dogs, great. I know horror stories from rescuing dogs, and I know horror stories from purebred dogs. Mary, I think it's America. I don't have to explain anything to you. These puppies are not for sale, though. If you've been watching last couple of nights, last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever, people have been asking, are they for sale? And I'm like, nope, nope, nope. Yeah, they're kind of energetic. They get more and more energy as they get older. They'll be able to last. If you remember a couple weeks ago, we went about 15, 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden they crashed out. And some people watched them sleep, and then all of a sudden they'd wake back up after about 15, 20 minutes. And then we try to stay on about an hour. And then they got active again, and then they went back asleep again. Thank you, Mary Ann, for your comment. But like I said, if you don't enjoy it, but thanks for your engagement. Yep, it's just fun. I have training videos also. If you get a new puppy home, either it's a rescue or if it's a purebred dog, we have videos on how to get that dog transition into their new life so they won't be surrendered. That's what really people need to be doing, is giving help videos on how to help dogs not be surrendered in the future. Yes, we do have breeders. We're licensed. We do all the required help testing through the American Brittany Club. But we've been doing this since 1991, and we started this YouTube channel, probably last year. Started doing some informational videos on what to look for help testing, what to look for if you're buying a puppy, even how to judge a puppy. If you're picking them out from the pound or a breeder or wherever, what some things to look for. Hey, Buzzies. So we're just trying to do some helpful videos. We've been doing this since 91, like I said. And we started doing YouTube lives about 4 weeks ago. So all the past puppies. No. We just help with our Brittany Rescue in our state. We do fundraisers for them and those type of things. And then we've also helped transport some dogs from one state to another. A lot of times they ask you just to drive the puppy maybe 100 miles or something to another volunteer, and then they continue to carry the puppy to their new home or wherever it might be. Yeah, those Maltese are pretty cool. This is just the breed we have. I grew up hunting quail. This is one of the breeds that my dad didn't have, so of course when I got to doing this was a breed I wanted because he didn't have them. So, and I've really enjoyed doing dog shows with them, obedience trials, also field trials, and then we also hunt them. So they're very active tonight. You would have to go on our website if you were looking for a price and all that kind of stuff. It depends on the breeding, pedigree, what kind of titles our parents have, those type of things. Thanks everyone for joining. We're just watching them play. And of course they destroyed the box. Like I said, we're just having a good time. We're not trying to get political or anything. We're just having a good time. Hopefully our puppies bring some joy. And that one went and bit the other one's ear. Hey Stanislaw. Hey Ann. Glad y'all are here. Yeah, the boxes, you can buy a toy or whatever. The box is so much more fun than anything else. And then as you can tell, our little cat tunnel's starting to wear out. And like today, if you saw a short we made, they were carrying around clumps of grass where they had mowed the, if you notice where I live in the middle of nowhere. So They had mowed the pecan orchard next to us, and it had clumps of grass, and that was now their new toy, was picking up the grass that had got clumped together. So now they're all chewing up the box. They'll probably have box in their poop tonight. We got them some little water here. We fed them earlier. Yeah, the cat tunnels are fun for little puppies. And like I said, it's small enough. And this one collapses. We're in Georgia. Like I said, we're licensed through the state. We get inspected from the state. We get inspected from AKC. Yeah, we've already got new tunnels. Yeah. This tunnel's probably, my wife said it was probably 2 or 3 years old. We had another one and it just got, one of them had used the bathroom in it, so it was like uncleanable. So we have to kind of go through there. Yeah, we're in Georgia. Like I said, we do health testing. Hey, Bear. We do health testing on our parents before they can breed. They have to be at least 2 years old, because that's pretty much when they have all their health testing is complete. Yep, go Bulldogs for sure. Here where I live, not far from the campus at Athens. So our parents have to go through health testing, and then normally we do a show ring, start hunting them, field trialing them, hunt testing, AKC hunt test. That one just fell in the tunnel. And as y'all can tell, they're getting rough. Hey, Eddie. So once they get all their health testing, then they're okay to breed if we find an appropriate sire that might match their. We also do DNA testing, like the Embark DNA testing and stuff. And we also have, and then one starts drinking, they all start drinking. I don't know why that happens, but they are sure enough wanting to drink at the same time. Thanks everyone for joining. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Yeah, a lot of times, Eddie, they hear that noise and they know that the water's there. Same thing with feeding. If you go to feed them, they all start wanting to eat at the same time, even though they might not be hungry. Hey Dominique. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. No, there's none for adoption here. Now all these are reserved. Some of them will start going home this week and this weekend, next weekend, and the next weekend. I don't have any for adoption. It's so funny seeing dogs interact with each other. You see they show their teeth. Wow. And then they run 100 miles an hour. And they're trying to get in that box and tear it up. Yeah, starting to get some zoomies in. Quit carrying the tunnel. Hey everyone. Yep, they're out here having fun with the tunnel. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Hey Jennifer. Yeah, they're all starting to whine now. They want to be picked up. Hey Rose. Yeah, they're all starting to get a little tired. We're getting to about that hour mark where they start settling down a little bit. And what did, oh, it chewed up. I was trying to figure out what that white stuff was. Thank you, Homestead. Yeah, we work hard at it. Like I said, they're kind of show quality dogs also. Mom and dad are both show champions. They have come from a long line of health tested show champion dogs. Nobody's getting picked up. Nope, nobody's getting picked up. Hi everyone. Yep, again. Hey Maddox. Thanks Jennifer. Yep. If you notice again, they're all drinking at once, just like they would with their mom. One starts feeding, they all start feeding. And this is why it's good to start separating them so they can be more independent. Hey Kane. One of the things they do, they feed and eat about the same time because they're worried the other ones are going to get something they don't get. So it's time to get them independent. This is the age they start getting more independent. Of course, we got some sticks in here. They love sticks, chewing sticks, cardboard boxes. No, we're not selling them. They're all reserved. They start going home this week and next weekend and next weekend. Thank you, though. Yeah, Jennifer, they're really smart. This little breed of Brittany's, or people call them pocket pointers because they're one of the smaller pointing breeds that people might hunt birds with. Yeah, it's pretty funny how they can hear all that. And as y'all can tell where we're at, we're in the middle of nowhere. It's just fields everywhere. And earlier they were playing out in the grass, but we kind of hold them together here, take them for walks and stuff. There's some of them we have names for. We have a couple inside that we have names for, like Mustache Boy and Liver Boy. They're inside today, doing their crate training. They have to stay in their crate a certain amount of time to kind of help transition. Now they have some brothers and sisters inside, and this one just turned over the water. Like I said, we co-breed with people also. This one's doing zoomies through the tunnel. Watch him. Yeah, we know what a Great Pyrenees is. That's a pretty big dog. It's Hilltop Brittany Kennel is our website. We don't pretty much have any availability, and we don't really like doing Christmas puppies, but you could get on the wait list. It could be a couple months. Thanks, Homestead. Thanks for joining. Hey, everyone. Yeah, we're out here having some fun with our puppies. Hey, Erica. Thank y'all for joining. And they're just looking for trouble. Like that is just looking for that one to say something or do something so it can jump on it. Yeah, I don't like Christmas puppies. It's just a bad deal. Even after doing our applications and screening people, some people just, they'll call you up and say, hey, I need to surrender my puppy. And in our contract, you have to give us the opportunity to surrender the puppy back to us. Oh, they're getting very loud, very loud. Getting some zoomies in and playing in the tunnel. It's Hilltop Brittany Kennel. Derek, Hilltop Brittany Kennel. We're all over Facebook, Good Dog. It's actually hilltopbrittanykennel.com is our actual website. But we're on AKC, we're on Good Dog, we're on Facebook. They're being so vicious right now. We don't do any. We only do Brittany's. We don't have. Yeah, I guess when we say we're a breeder, we only breed one breed. But I hunt them, show them, different capacity where we take people on quail hunts. So we're not really. We're like a breeder of one breed. Some people might do multiple. Yeah, Eddie, they got a lot of energy. And that little Dotsy, the little liver female, she is rough. No, they sleep inside, Eddie. We have crates inside. Um, yeah, we don't even raise them outside till they don't start touching the ground until they've had their first shot. And about 5 days after they've had their first shot, do they get to go out to the grass. We keep them. Yeah, we pretty much keep them in a raised pen. After mom weans them, we start keeping it in a raised pen just for us to be able to clean. It's the only reason. Mom raises them inside until she gets tired of them, usually in one of our bathrooms. And she kind of keeps it really clean. Some moms are better than others, but she keeps it really clean. A lot of times we have to go clean up maybe every 4 or 5 days. We have to really do a deep clean. And the main thing for that is just germs. What are y'all doing? What's the puppies doing in here? And just like all the materials we use inside, all that has to be cleaned and sterilized for the next litter. Because believe it or not, mom going outside, you're in jeopardy of roundworms, hookworms, ringworms, and we're not even talking about heartworms. We're just talking about we're talking about just worms they pick up from the grass, eating dirt, those type of things. Just those type of things is what we're talking about. The little girl came by and bit him on the butt. So yeah, the tunnel's a great little tool for them. If you've ever seen us introduce the tunnel, they're kind of scared of it when it first starts. Yeah, we don't cater to whining. We make you stop before we pick you up because they will learn very quickly that you will pick them up when they start whining. And Eddie, yeah, they spilled their water earlier. We have this little guy here. Oh, this is a little girl here. No wonder she was being so whiny. And they love the snuffle mat. What are y'all doing with the snuffle mat? Let it open it up. The snuffle mat gives them, hey Kelly, snuffle mat gives them something to smell. And we've got a whining puppy. Yeah, they're pretty rough here. Yes, we definitely don't pick up whining puppies because they will figure out. Not really. It's usually on for a few minutes, then they turn it off. But if you start going to them once they whine, then they continue to whine because they figure out, hey, I did this and I got his attention. That's what happened. That's what crushes some of that potty training or crate training people do. They put them in the crate. Then next thing you know, they start whining. You get them out, and then they go, oh, every time I whine, he comes and gets me out of this crate. As you can tell, if we picked them up every time. Hey, Fred. Yeah, if you picked them up every time they whine, then they would get you trained. And as you notice, they're walking with me as I walk around the pen. And we just kind of ignore the whining. Once they whine, we'll pick them up later. You notice the little girl, she's quit whining already. Now we've got this little boy puppy here whining. If you notice some of our early videos, Mom will even put them behind her when they're whining and pays them no attention. Hey everyone. Hey Lillian. So now they're all starting to play again. Didn't give the whiny puppy any attention, so now it's moved on to something else. And we have our snuffle mat out. I doubt there's any treats left in the snuffle mat, but you'll be surprised how many will get left in there in those little folds. So as you can tell, they're tearing the tunnel up again, running through it, pulling on the snuffle mat. Yeah, it is. It is too. It's interesting to see them. Like I said, this is a pointing breed of dog. Their job was back in the day. No, they're usually dried salmon and dried kind of like chicken jerky or something. They like the chicken jerky better than they do the salmon. But we hide it in those little folds, and a lot of times they'll have to dig in there, use their nose to smell them, and then they also, as you can tell, that one's digging in there trying to get something out it smells. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Kathy, I mean. Thanks, y'all, for joining. Now they're going to get bossy again. These are Brittany's. Angelique. These are Brittany's. They used to be called Brittany Spaniels. They changed the name in the 1980s. That's about the time I discovered them. And then about 91, I started getting my first Brittany. And we had our first litter about 92, 93, somewhere in there. Thank you, Wes. Thank you. Yeah, these puppies are about 8 weeks old. These tail ones carrying the stick around here. That's Dotsy. We call her Dotsy. She's got a bunch of dots on her back. She's a little female liver and white. The other three are orange and white. Their brothers and sisters are inside. Yep, they're a pocket pointer is what people call them. We use them for quail hunting probably 6 months of the year. And some of the puppies we've sold are cadaver dogs, search and rescue dogs, of course, service dogs. We have service dogs in New York, Virginia, Florida, California. We've even shipped dogs to the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. We start training about 5 months. We start introducing birds and the gunfire and those type of things at about 5 months so they can get over that noise. Sometimes the noise is not a big deal, but sometimes it is. So if you introduce it the right way, it makes a big difference. They're not hunting at 5 months. You're just introducing birds and gunshot and those type of things. And maybe they're really good hunters at about 1.5 years, 2 years. Just let them have fun with it. These two right here in the front are actually girls. The liver girl and the orange girl right there. Then there's 2 orange boys. And then of course in the house there's 2 liver boys and actually got orange boy inside. But like I said, they'll start going home this week. I've never seen one too that was a solid cover. I've seen one that had like a saddle that covered probably 90%, but some of the legs were white. I've almost seen a pure white Brittany before. Like this one has a lot of white on it. But I mean, the ears were white, the tail was white. Some people say when you see that, it's more of got someone bred a pointer to it or something like that. But I don't know. We're located in Georgia. We've had puppies go to California though, Oregon, Washington State, Alaska, of course Texas and all those. But we also, this color, this is liver and this is orange. There's also a tricolor which has all 3 colors, but it's has to be, the liver has to be more on the face, or the orange I mean has to be more on the face and tail. If it has it a lot of places, then it's not, wouldn't qualify for dog shows. And then there's also a roan color, which is kind of like very freckledy, a lot of freckles all the way on the body. And there's one in the tunnel where the rest of them are in there trying to get it. So it's peeking out. See, it's peeking his head out now. And don't ask me how they come up with all these games. Hey, Salmon. Hey, Lee Boo. Again, just a peaceful afternoon, them playing in the yard. Dotsy girl here is wanting to bite something. They're that age. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. Yeah, we're going to end it here in a few minutes, about 10 minutes, 9 minutes. About, in my time, it's about 8:20. They're starting to get tired, and I'm tired. Yeah, we'll be having some future litters. We have a wait list already of about 6 people for our future litter. We normally have anywhere from 7 to, we've had 14 before, but usually 7 to 14, 10, 9, 10 is pretty normal. And just depending on the color you're looking for. And also the personality. We co-breed a lot of times with people, so a lot of times I own the female or co-own the female with someone. They might live an hour away. Thanks everyone for joining. We're going to be showing you these puppies up and close. Notice I do the clicking, they start coming. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, big boy, he's getting tired. This is the big boy here. He gets tired easy. He's ready to go to nap probably. Look at him, look at your face. Let them look at your face. He's like, I'm ready to go to sleep. They're going to be Brittany's too. That's all we do. Love her. That's all we do is Brittany's. I do have a cocker I co-own. Hey, Jody. As you can tell here, I'm scratching his little legs and he is going to town, scratching his stomach. We're on Facebook, Hilltop Brittany Kennel. We're also this YouTube channel. We're also on gooddog.com, Hilltop Brittany Kennel. I think we do have Instagram, but it's just not as active. Our Facebook took off more so. But our website is Hilltop Brittany Kennel for sure. We have a Facebook page, Hilltop Brittany Kennel. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? This little girl here. Her people are coming down this week to pick her up. They actually live in Virginia, I believe. So they're coming down here. And they start pitching a fit when I take one. Come here. This little boy right here is a fireball. He is a fireball. Then of course we got Dotsy here. She's really calm, but she's a boss. So if you notice, this is what we're starting to do with our puppies. Leave them alone a little bit. Because guess what? They're going to be alone in their new home. Hey, Jose. Hey, Jody. Already said that, Jody. Thanks. But yeah, so we start leaving them alone a little bit so they can get used to being without their siblings and having their new family. And of course, she's gonna want me to pick her up. Ugh. And if we see here, she's not cute at all. She's not cute, and then she wants to be bad. Be still. And then you can see her markings here. That's why we call her Dotsy. She has a bunch of dots back here. Hey Tay, Douglas. She is rough. She is rough. Her owners are probably watching. It's a good match for her family. She's a great little puppy. I love her size, and I love how active she is. And you can tell she has a beautiful little head to her. Love the markings. Thank y'all for joining. We're going to be leaving here soon.